station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for supporting our channel by watching and listening.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Yeah. NY born, NY built.
What is up, yo?
Vanilla
Happy
Gorilla,
Sunday,
Big Dog,
another Sunday
Untouchables.
with
Let's
your
go.
favorite
Step in the
hostess
ring like kings of the
with
block.
mostest.
Gorilla grip, Big Dog, never stop. Iron in the veins, no gimmicks, no props. This is hard work, black top and body slops. Ain't no flash, just fists and fake. We run through ropes like we run through
It
gates.
can't be. This is crazy.
Bond ain't fake. You hear that roar? That's
And
the
if
Empire
nobody at
shake.
home knows who
We
this
the
guy is, this is the Big Dog. And he did get a tip from the Brooklyn Prodigies earlier on that they had travel issues, but not due to them being scared or anything like that. But oh my gosh, the Vanilla Gorilla and the Big Dog and the Untouchables
Now we run
just
shows
inserted
like the city
themselves
ran,
into
drop
this tag team.
elbows harder than a steel trash can. One shot, knock them flat on sight. Two beats bred for the spotlight fight. They can talk tough, bark loud all night, but in the ring, we bite and we bite right. We are untouchables, NY bred. Two fists swinging, leave legends dead. Joey bring the rage, Dave bring the brain. Together we storm like a runaway train. Untouchable, New York style. We don't tap, we make them snap. We don't tap, we make them snap.
Ready? Watch this, ready? Will it not work? No! It didn't work the way I wanted it to. Yo, what is up? It is I, the Big Dog,
Just kidding.
the Vanilla Gorilla, and we are your favorite podcast.
Okay, now you're gonna stop for 1 second.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for supporting our channel by watching and listening.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Yeah. NY born, NY built.
What is up, yo?
Vanilla
Happy
Gorilla, Big
Sunday,
Dog,
another Sunday
Untouchables.
with
Let's
your
go.
favorite
Step in the
hostess
ring like kings
with
of the block.
mostest.
Gorilla grip, Big Dog, never stop. Iron in the veins, no gimmicks, no props. This is hard work, black top and body slops. Ain't no flash, just fists and fake. We run through ropes like we run through
It
gates.
can't be. This is crazy.
Bond ain't fake. You hear that roar? That's the
And if
Empire
nobody at
shake.
home knows who
We
this
the
guy is, this is the Big Dog. And he did get a tip from the Brooklyn Prodigies earlier on that they had travel issues, but not due to them being scared or anything like that. But oh my gosh, the Vanilla Gorilla and the Big Dog and the Untouchables
Now we run
just
shows
inserted
like the city
themselves
ran,
into
drop
this tag team.
elbows harder than a steel trash can. One shot, knock them flat on sight. Two beats bred for the spotlight fight. They can talk tough, bark loud all night, but in the ring, we bite and we bite right. We are untouchables, NY bred. Two fists swinging, leave legends dead. Joey bring the rage, Dave bring the brain. Together we storm like a runaway train. Untouchable, New York style. We don't tap, we make them snap. We don't tap, we make them snap.
Yo, we're back. What's up, guys?
What is up? Happy Sunday, happy fun day. I am the Big Dog. He is the Vanilla Gorilla, and this is Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. And you know what today is? Today's Sunday, fun day. And we're chilling. That's it. That's all I can say. We're chilling. We got El Gato on today. I smoked through my El Gato, so I'm smoking, what is it? Chimali?
Chimoli Cigar Company. Chimoli Cigars, I believe.
Chimoli cigars. So I can't smoke that much, but I am smoking right now. But other than that, happy Sunday, happy fun day. What's everybody up to? What's everybody doing?
Also, don't forget, we are doing our Cigar Bros giveaway today. and you'll be seeing that live on the podcast.
Don't ask me when. Maybe later. Maybe
I
now.
might do it later in the show. We'll see.
Maybe in 10 minutes. Who knows?
No, probably later. I gotta keep you guys on your toes and waiting for us. Like, come on now. It wouldn't be me if I'd make you wait. You gotta tune in. You gotta watch the show. That's how that works. But remember, it's a giveaway for the Cigar Bros 3-in-1 lighter. It's got a torch, a cigar rest, and a V cutter for if you like your V cutters. I'm more of a straight up guy myself. Seriously.
It mean no disrespect, so I won't. That's what it was that happened right after that.
So here we are. Gato Negro cigars will be on today. I'll be smoking his 6x48 box pressed. You can get yours from smokeincigars.com.
Smoke in the new owners of
the intellectual property and everything of Protocol.
Correct Mundo. Correct Mundo. So what's going on with everybody? How's everybody doing today? What's happening? What's popping?
Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure something out. Give me 1 second. I'm here.
Is that some
No, something else.
So right now I am smoking a tamale. You can't see it from there, but that's what I'm smoking. So it's Sunday.
He's coming on. I'm going to get ready to send him the link again now, so that he can jump on with us.
That's cool.
I sent it to him, but I got to send it again. Must be nice to be 80 degrees.
Danny, what's up, buddy? 80 degrees over there, eh? What's it say?
Sweating my sack off. Oh, you asked me for my address, Danny. I sent it to you on Instagram. If you need it again, I'll send it over to you.
What are you sending us, cigars?
I don't know. He asked me for my address not long ago. I sent it to him. I just don't know if he ever got it. Might have.
So what else is going on, everybody?
Did you see I ever sent it him?
Are you not his friend?
No, I am. I sent him the link. What the hell? Let's try this again.
He's trying to send something, guys. Give him a second.
Yeah, and there's things popping up, so I'm just trying to let's do that. I don't know why I'm having issues with getting the link over today. I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird, or you're weird?
No, it's being weird because I sent it to him earlier, and it said it was good to go. Don't worry, I won't share with him. It's all right.
What happened?
He said he'll put something together. Just don't share with you. I won't share with you. It's okay.
Oh, it's like that, huh, Danny? It's like that now, Okay. Remember, I get the mail, so I open the mail before anybody gets it.
Yeah, which is actually quite annoying that you open packages that are for me, not for you. It's actually very annoying.
Comes to my house.
I'm on the fucking lease too. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
House, I open them up.
Yeah, I know. That's mail fraud. I'm reporting you.
I'll report myself. You want her phone number?
Mail fraud.
I'll give you her phone number. You can.
It's mail fraud. I'm reporting you.
Yes, guys, this is what we do. We have fun while we do this. This is all about fun.
Using my cutter from Roberto James Cigars.
Roberto James, just had them on last week.
Look at that.
Just had Roberto James on last week.
Nice seamless cut.
So while we're waiting on Chimoli, why don't we do
We're not waiting on Chimoli.
I mean,
Look at that. Nice, clean, seamless cut. We're not doing the giveaway this early. It's still early. Sorry. People actually have to tune in and watch the show.
and if they're not watching, they don't win.
Well, no, they'll see, but people that want to sit here and wait, they can wait. You don't start off the show with a giveaway. You don't know how these things work? Come on now. Come on now. So, like I said, we are here. We're going to get ready to interview our guest who has just arrived. And you guys can tune in, and then maybe halfway through, towards the end of the show, we'll do the giveaway for the beautiful Cigar Bros lighter. And let's bring on our guest.
The interview of the week is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
And here we are.
What is up, sir?
Morning, fellas.
What's going on?
I was smoking early today. I thought we were going to be on a little earlier, so I lit up about an hour ago. That was my fault, not yours.
Well, he got an El Gato Negro cigar. The ones you sent, I smoked through mine. So
he couldn't wait long enough.
Oh, now you know what we're talking about though. Now, so
Exactly.
So I'm smoking a Chimoli.
He's smoking a cigar from another guest that's coming on in a couple days that just got in, but I kind of held him off from him so he couldn't smoke them. He got the mail the day these came. Unfortunately, he got the mail before I did. I couldn't head him off. Usually, if I can head him off, I can hold on to everything and save it for the show.
yeah.
So-
I mean,
Go ahead.
yeah. I started off the our first edition. It's not for sale really anywhere. I got it at my friend's shop exclusively. He doesn't ship or anything. You got to be at the shop to get. It's one of those things. We didn't make too many of them. We made about 100 boxes. It was our first go around. We didn't really know what we were doing, so we kind of just threw it at the wall. And
Just so you guys can see what it is. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, that was a good smoke.
yeah,
It comes with a cigarette and
That was a great.
nice little
a
pigtail.
lot of fancy stuff going on in there. We changed a lot of stuff up through the process. It was just going to be a regular San Andreas wrapper, and then I found out the guy making it. He's like, "Hey, I got this 10-year-old wrapper I've been holding on to." I said, "Throw it on there. Let's see how that tastes." So obviously, it tasted sublime. And we said, all right, well, let's put it on there. And that jumped the price up even more.
Right.
And when we got to the end of the line and we went to tally up everything of what it will cost, retail and everything, I was staggered to see that I maybe should have paid a little bit closer attention to that. But I was just more focused on making the best absolute cigar I could make. And with the pricing of what it was going to be to sell to the shops and what the shops were going to have to sell to the consumer, it was going to come out to be like a $26 cigar.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I said, well,
So
no, that's not something you want to first come into the business with. So I decided definitely not to sell to shops or anything like that. We kind of just did like an online retail, like a one-time only sale thing, and we got some money back from that, and we kind of learned a lot of lessons of what this business is about with that one cigar. So there is still, I still have a good stock of them, but I'm not in any rush to really haul them out.
So tell us how and why, and tell us how you came up with the name.
My business partner, he is my wife's cousin's husband. And I never really got to know him that well. But when I started, during COVID, I started getting into cigars a lot more. And I joined the Smokin' Socialite group online. And I posted that. And he goes, "Oh, man, that's I've been going to that shop for years. That's my favorite cigar shop." He goes, "They have a show every year. Come down and we'll go to it together." So with that, I got to know him a lot more in his history and his lineage. And he was actually born in Cuba.
Okay.
And his father owned a store. It was kind of like a Walmart of Cuba. It was called the Gato Negro. And during this was during, like, kind of before the Castro era, and they started kind of like taking things when it started, the resistance kind of started to happen. And he said all these things were going to be for the people. This is for the resistance. This is to make Cuba better. And over time, pretty much Fidel Castro just took everything. Anything he wanted, everything. And that included his father's business. And he told me a story. He goes, "This is one of my earliest memories. I was 4 years old. And Fidel Castro came to my house. And he went into the back to talk to my father. And about 5 minutes later, my Fidel Castro came out holding my father's car keys and drove away in his car."
Wow.
And his father came out and said, "We need to leave today." Luckily, there was a American Red Cross ship in port, so they would be able to leave the island. So when that happened, and Fidel Castro caught wind of this, he lined up a bunch of communists on a road before you got to the ship, and they began to just rip anything of value off the family, and they spat on them, and they called them rats for leaving the revolution. But they were able to escape, but they only escaped literally with their lives. They had nothing. They came to America with nothing, and they first lived in New York, and Dad owned a delicatessen, and they kind of built themselves up to what they are now. He was a very successful doctor. His brother, very successful doctor. My business partner right now, he is actually the U.S. ambassador of Argentina right now. So he's living it up in the palace down there, doing a lot of good work for this country. So nice. he has a lot more important things to think about than cigars right now. So that's kind of where that leaves me. But when we heard that, he said he always wanted to make a cigar, and I heard the story was just overwhelming. The story was just great. I mean, it not what happened, but the story was a really amazing story, and I really thought that would really connect with a lot of people. So I said, well, we can just make a private label. We can make a cigar, and we just have the boxes for ourselves, give them out to friends, family, what have you.
Right.
And after talking to the owner of the factory that we were going to go through, he said, I think we could do something with this more than just saving these for ourselves. So we decided to start a little bit of a business with it. Nothing too large. I was very adamant on the fact that there's so much out there right now. So many companies coming and folding. There's such a boom during COVID with cigar companies.
Right.
And I said, I'm really interested in making the best possible cigar. And some of the advice I got when I first started was, do not make a cigar for yourself. Make a cigar that the industry demands. And right. I totally 100% did not go in that direction. I 100% made a cigar to my taste, because I said, if I fail, I'm going to be stuck with a bunch of cigars that I love to smoke.
Okay. So now, how and what is the price range of your cigars and the one that Joey's smoking? The ones that I smoked were fucking delicious.
Thank you.
So tell us more about those, please.
The blends are somewhat similar from the first one and to the one he's smoking right now. Now, when we made the second one, we learned a lot of lessons of price of tobacco, where to get tobacco, and how to make, a reasonably priced cigar. I wanted to be somewhere between the $10 to $15 mark. Within boutique cigars, that's really the sweet spot. When you're a consumer, you're looking around that range, because you're finding some of the best actual blends you can get. It's in that price range, sometimes a little bit more, but I definitely didn't want to be in the $26 range anymore. So we're at retail $12.50 for a cigar, which I was really happy to be in. But the blend itself is a well, the first one was Nicaraguan Esteli fillers with some Dominican fillers, and had a Criollo 98 binder to it, and then had that, which would be about like 12 or 13 year age San Andreas wrapper that's on it now. The second one, I put the Criollo 98 in the filler, and I left the Esteli Nicaraguan fillers in the fillers as well. I took the Dominican, and I put it in the binder it's an Allure binder, which it creates a much more evenly combustible cigar that we found. So, and then we got really beautiful, oily, toothy San Andreas wrapper.
That is definitely, I mean, the toothiness is definitely there for sure. You can see it just in the light, just staring at it.
Yeah. I tell people it's very important, and there's one thing I've seen from the cigar that some people have gotten issues with, was sometimes the burn. And with these wrappers, the San Andreas, and especially the Dominican Allure binder, it burns beautifully, but you have to light it correctly. Right. It's one of those things where I tell people that you really, really got to light your cigar evenly and all the way through when you light the cigar, because there's a lot of people that I know that smoke cigars that will just put it up to their mouth, light it, and then go to there. And it's not evenly burned, and it doesn't burn right. It more like canoes, and you're going to have a lot of issues with it. And that's a lot of what I've seen. I hate to say use error, because sometimes it's a handmade product. Shit goes wrong with it sometimes, So I mean, I'm not going to say the cigar is never the issue. Sometimes the cigar is absolutely the issue. It was bunched a little bit wrong, or there's a stem in there that's not burning right. I'm not gonna I'm not going to overly defend it, but it was really important that you really get a nice even burn on there when you toast it, and then just a little touch up when you have it in the mouth, and you should be good to go. Yeah.
I mean, this is burning evenly right now as it is, and the draw also is very easy. There's not a tight pull. You're not sucking for air basically to get the draw out of the cigar itself.
Yeah, that box press helps with that.
No, it definitely does, and this is I came across your stuff throughout the years, I would say, or the year. I would say last few years through Smokin'. Through their Facebook group is kind of how I had come across your stuff.
Yeah, that was.
We're always posting it, and I was like, huh. I'm like, this is something that always, I'm like, I gotta try his cigars, and then, I would order so many other things, and I would come back, and I'm like, I gotta remember, and I would write a list, and it was just, I would get other stuff, or something happened, and I couldn't order from them. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I have to sit down and eventually order because everybody said they were fantastic.
Yeah, I mean that was like my main objective. I'm an active member of that group, and I met a lot of friends. I met friends from all over the world. And I said when I started this, my main goal really was to sell an AIM shop. That was my end all be all Cloud 9 goal, because not everyone gets in there. Right. You have to. He is a whale in the industry, and he's been very kind to us. And I did not think we were going to get in there as quickly as we did. But he just knew, because I said this was made by a socialite for a socialite. And, right. The group has absolutely taken wonderfully to it. And when we got in there, he's put him in the cigar of the month that made our cigar overnight a worldwide cigar. I'd be seeing posts because it was in the cigar of the month that people all over the world were posting this cigar, which was it blew my mind. Like I never thought I was going to get to that stage. Right. It was there almost instantaneously because of him. And he would definitely promote it. He promoted it beautifully. He made it a main staple on his front page. He's put it in the cigar advent calendar this past year as day 13. I thought was quite fitting, and I can't say enough good things about him or the company or the people that smoke from that shop. It's really one of the best baseline of individuals that smoke cigars.
No, absolutely. And his Cigar of the Month Club was one of the very first ones I ever subscribed to, because I had seen it posted all over, and I forget how I came across him. But again, it just, he knows how to curate the cigars. He knows what's good and what's not.
There's no risk in that club. There's no risk.
No.
And there's a lot of other clubs out there, and it's sometimes it's good and sometimes it's really bad. I'm not going to mention any club.
I've seen some of the people like, I paid this amount. I'm like, you should go get your money back. Like, oh, what'd you pay for yours? I'm like, I paid this amount. I said, but here's the price list of what it's worth. I said, and then if you convert that to New York prices, I said,
oh, Jesus, yeah.
I made out on the deal.
And the thing is, you find all these clubs that have, $30, $40 cigars, and then you get the cigars, and you look them up, they're like $7, $8 cigars.
Yeah. They bring you in with the possibility but they don't tell you that it's a 0.5 possibility that that kind of cigar is going to be in the club.
Right. So so it is what it is. So tell us how. Well, you're telling us, but also tell everybody else. Like you started before we introduced you. So let's rewind to the beginning and tell us how you got into El Gato Negro, and you told us how the gentleman is your brother's father-in-law's father.
Yeah, we'll just say uncle.
Yeah. So when he took your dad's car keys and told you guys to leave, your dad left Cuba, correct?
Well, his father did.
His father did.
I have no blood relation to him, and it's been. There was a thing in there where people assumed that I was Cuban. I am full-blooded Italian, and I make a point to correct people when they do that, because I think my grandmother would haunt me from the grave if I denounced my Italian heritage any little bit. So yeah, his father, it was his father's store, Gato Negro. So it was a very poignant point to make sure that that was going to be the name. The cat was going to be the symbol. From the first cigar, it was a sitting cat. And his brothers, because he was only 4 years old at the time, so he didn't remember details.
Okay.
And his brothers were a little older, and they said, "Hey, why is this cat sitting? Our cat was jumping." So I was like, all right, next time go around, I'll make sure I'll make it a jumping cat. It'll be the staple. Don't kill me. I don't want no problem with you people.
Well, hold on to that note. We're going to take a commercial break to pay our bills, and we'll be right back with El Gato Negro. Commercial, please, sir.
Staring out this hotel window, many floors above. What's missing down there is love. Thinking through the smoke that fills my mind. Don't worry, it's not my first time. Adios, amigo. I'm so glad I seen you. I won't be seeing you around. Adios, amigo. I've been looking for you since I stepped foot in this town. They say it's all inside, heaven and hell. What happened to that angel when he fell? Give it just one try. Tell me you don't like it. Be God for a moment and don't despise it. Adios, amigo. I'm so glad I seen you. I won't be seeing you around. Adios, amigo. I've been looking for you since I stepped foot in this town. outside and breathe. Play a little in the street. Hope it's not me they're sending. Move one from over there. Give the kids a little scare. Oh, these fences, they need mending. Adios, amigo. So glad I seen you. I won't be seeing you around. Adios, amigo. I've been looking for you since I stepped foot in this town. Adios, amigo. So glad I seen you. I won't be seeing you around. Adios, amigo. I've been looking for you since I stepped foot in this town.
What
There
is
we
up?
go.
There
Look
we
at that.
go.
Now
Look
you
at that
can see
handsome.
us.
Look at them handsome devils, right?
Oh, there's light.
So
I see
what
light.
is? Huh?
I see light on you guys now. You guys were just like figures a minute ago.
Well, we
There
are.
we
We're
go.
a figure of your imagination, obviously.
That's the only thing, the downside about having big bay windows in the mudroom, as they call it. They're like 35 or 37 by like 60.
Yeah, those things are quite large.
So trying to cover them up is not easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
Okay.
get the chip.
So that's why I was like, you know what, let's go to commercial. And I've been meaning to do it for a couple of weeks, and I was like, you know what? I have the staple gun. I found it. I found the staples. Let's throw it up real quick and call it a day. So when we get back, people can actually see who the hell we are.
Because we can't smoke in the house, but he said, I don't care. You smoke in the mudroom, just keep the door closed. So can't wait for the summer because I like to be outside.
Yeah, you got to smoke where you can.
Absolutely.
But
I'm in my garage right now. I'm in my garage. I got a nice heater, and it's
going now.
comfortable enough for me.
so now where can everyone get your cigars? And besides Smoke In, and can they order from you? Can they order from Smoke In? Can they order from another lounge, or how does that work?
Yeah, I got a few places. Of course, you got some brick and mortars in there. You got there's a place called SlipperyRockCigars.com. You can get my cigars through there as well. Smoke In is definitely the most prominent spot you can get my cigars. Other than that, I haven't branched out too far. Other than that, it's been when we started this, they said when you gotta start a cigar company, you gotta kind of do it like Rocky Patel did it. You got to be on the road 300 plus days out of the year for 15 years, and that's basically just getting your foot in the door, making you a national brand. So
I mean, look at Jonathan Drew. Jonathan Drew was on the road since the 80s, doing him and his brother doing graffiti. Then he brought his brother out. Then he started Jonathan Drew. Then he sold it to Swisher. Then he bought it back. Now, I don't know if you've seen the announcement on the Enthusiast and all of that, that he's starting Jonathan Drew and San, his son, with his son, which now puts it up there to where does Jonathan Drew go from here? And I love Jonathan.
Well, that whole thing is, if you read it up, it's interesting. He's gonna have like a little cigar factory inside that makes 500 a day, a bar, a restaurant, and a lounge.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't read that part, but that's interesting.
So somebody asked a question, and they said, "What is the strength, medium, full, and what is the cigar ring gauge sizes?"
I would say medium to full for the Gato Negro. I would say mild to medium for the first edition, that one we have. The ring gauge is a 6x48 box press. I go with the 6x48 because that is, in my opinion, the absolutely best cigar size you can do. It allows you to taste every tobacco in the cigar. It allows you to taste the fillers. It allows you to even taste the binder, which the Criollo 98 is a staple for me because I love a salty cigar. It adds flavor. I mean, that's what it is. Salt adds flavor, you know. So I haven't really reached out. I was working on a little Robusto. It had a little different twang to it. But okay. I just decided, I mean, I'm not messing with perfection. There's a lot of different sizes out there, but if it ain't as good as the one I got,
right.
There's no reason.
Ask you, have you thought about venturing into different sizes, or instead of making it a box press, maybe making this a round one?
Yeah, I've thought about a lot of things, but the thing is, I want to grow at a very slow rate, just because of the fact that I have a full-time job outside of this,
right? And
I have a family, and I don't really want to sacrifice what it is. I have one daughter, and I can't get that time back. So anytime that I'm doing all this cigar stuff, I'm losing time. Right. I'm losing time with her. So that's like number one priority for me. In my opinion, I made the best possible cigar with the tobacco that I worked with, and I'm happy with that.
Okay.
I for future stuff, I want to do, of course, different blends. It's going to be they're going to be within the same company brand, but different names. Obviously, there's different cigars. Right. But I was never interested in all those sizes, because it totally changes the profile of the cigar.
The same person that also said about the medium strength and the size said bring some to Texas, but I guess I'll get it on the Slippery Rock website.
Yeah, I mean,
Slippery Rock, smoking. I mean, I personally do a lot of, when I order, if it's something I can't get in my hands, I do a lot of business with Smoke In.
Right.
Myself, because I've never had an issue with Abe and the shipping and everything else. If he says it's going out today, it'll go out today, and you'll have it in 2 or 3 days.
I've never met another. I've never seen another company with the kind of operation they got, and, and customer care too, because shit does go wrong.
Oh, 100%.
You know, even if it's not on their end, they make it right.
No, and you know what? That, especially when and this is how long it's been since I've been dealing with them. They had a bunch of old Steve Saka like boxes of the Sober Mesa Maduros and everything, like from like 15, 16, and 17. And I ordered that. I sent them an email or however I did it, and the response time was immediate. I paid them for it, and then they sent it right out. I had the statue, I had the box and everything. This is going back probably at least 6 or 7 years, if not longer. You know, so that, like, it's just the amount of time that I've dealt with them, and between, you know, being part of the club and then not part of the Smoking Cigar of the Month Club and going back. Like you said, the customer service is fantastic. And even just having, if you have questions, the emails response time is great. you know, just about anything that they have to offer. They're always very good at getting back to you too.
100%. I mean, that's why I really enjoy just dealing with them on a main, as like a main distribution point of view.
100%.
They're just
Absolutely.
Because when you go out, when you reach out and you're able to sell to a lot of different companies, once you send it to them, it is up to them to correctly take care of your product.
Right.
Before it goes out. And it doesn't always happen good.
Yep.
They don't always store it properly. They don't send it out properly. And that will affect your cigar.
100%.
You then have a ton of smokers that have this negative opinion on you that have had a cigar that you never interpreted them to have. They had a product that you didn't want them to have, like the way they got it. So when they get it and it's just smoking terribly, it's crunchy, I mean, they just didn't store it properly. They didn't send it like I can say it a million times. The more you send out, the more companies you're dealing with, the more headaches you're going to deal with. So my business point of view and my personal point of view are the same on that. But it's not. Is it a good business point of view? Maybe not. I won't grow as fast as a lot of other brands, but I want to make sure the quality is not subpar.
Right, because the thing is, being a smaller company like yourself, the quality is more efficient and effective than the quantity, because if the quality's there, then everybody will start, they'll enjoy your stuff, and then you'll never have to worry about so much the quantity, because there'll always be people will always be ordering from you, and you'll always be having cigars made, and you'll never have to worry about like essentially if this size is out of stock, that size is out of stock, because you're only making this size.
Right.
I make it. I'm really mostly interested in giving someone a quality cigar, obviously, but a consistent one. Consistency is the key to all of this. And if I know I'm sending my cigars out to companies that will sell it, but I know for a fact that I've seen where they store, how they store, it gives me peace of mind knowing that they're getting the cigar that I intended them to get.
Right.
She said, I love that he chose box press because I love smoking box press cigars. I mean, box press, and I didn't know this myself, and I found this out through sitting down with
Rick Rodriguez
at an event one day. The reason a lot of people like the box press is because when you go to smoke it, it leaves the corners of your mouth open instead of it fully wrapped around the round cigar. So you're getting air in with your cigar smoke as well, and it's cooling it as it hits your palate.
Right.
Which I never knew until he sat down and had that conversation with us.
Right. And there are things called mouthfeel. There's a things called hand feel as well. It feels good in the hand. You don't have to put it down. In the mouth, it's a lot more comfortable. It's much more natural feeling.
Right.
all those things come into play. There's with a much more rounded cigar, or those god awful Gordos, or I will never make a Gordo. I will never make a 10 by 100. God bless the people that do, and whoever the hell wants to smoke them.
I can't say anything because I've smoked the 9 by 90s, the 770s.
Oh my God.
The 7 by 80s, 880. I've smoked it all because I used to smoke only big ring gauge cigars. So like I only smoked a lot of those bigger ring gauges, and then I smoked 120 ring for a place that was made specifically for a place in Michigan. called Wild Bill's. It was called the Big Simona. It was like 10 by 120.
It was
a novelty cigar, but I will say I was very surprised because for the novelty of the cigar, it actually had flavors and transitions.
That surprises me.
Yeah, no, and again, like we had Aganorsa on, we had Terrence Riley on from Aganorsa a couple weeks ago, and I said to him, as far as big ring gauges go, I said, between you guys and Asylum, I said, that's really it. I said, and a lot of times I go more towards yours because there's more flavor and transitions in your cigars. You get a lot of them that make them, I said, and they're not good at all.
It goes against everything in where you want to have a cigar, how you want to have a cigar, and the experience you want to have with a cigar. Because it's all filler. You're getting none of that wrapper flavor. The burn's atrocious 99.9% of the time. I don't know what I have a stronger disdain for. Those or flavored cigars. I don't know. That might be even. I don't know.
Well, flavored cigars
might be a little more up there than the
flavored cigars. I'm not a big fan of. Me and Joey actually smoked from Buttheads in Connecticut. We actually smoked
the 9 by 90
Asylum. They were there. I walked through. I bought 2 of them. We sat there on a hot summer day smoking them.
Which if you're gonna do that, don't smoke it on a hot summer day.
Please don't.
Don't, because we had nothing to do that day. So we were like, we'll save them for this day.
And this was on this was in an old property.
We're like, we'll just sit outside and smoke them, and we ain't got nothing to do all day. I mean, I said, and look at it as they were $40 a stick, and we bought one of each of those, and then bought a bunch of our normal, humidor fillers that we buy from him that we enjoy. I said, look at it as it's another day or 2 days to save these. I said, because by the time we're done with that, we probably won't want to smoke for like 2 days. Which ironically is what happened is we smoked that, couldn't finish it all because that last third got super, super, super hot towards the end of it. And then we didn't smoke for like 2 days because we were just like, that was.
Yeah, by the end, it's a campfire log. And
we were like, that's enough of that. Thankfully, we only do stuff like that once a year.
So
if we do it.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Gato Negro, and we'll finish these conversations.
Absolutely.
I wish there was some place that I could go where I got the promise to never be alone. These bars all have last call, and my friends, they ain't home. I wish there was some place that I could go with a heartache this big, a bottle this small. I don't think I'm ready to deal with it all. I need a 24-hour heartbreak saloon where they never
We are back. Welcome back with Gato Negro cigars. So tell us, where are you located at, sir?
I'm in Pennsylvania. It's Sharon, Pennsylvania. It's probably about a 45 minutes, I would say, east of Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. That's where my brother is. He's out there. He moved from here to Pittsburgh. He's the big boss out there now, one of the companies that he works for. So tell us more about your cigars.
Well, there's the one thing that's really interesting that about these cigars is the whole blending of it. I don't know if you've ever had an opportunity to blend before.
No.
You can get a bunch of. It's not going to be pristine tobacco by any means, but a lot of online places will sell you the leaf, and it's really interesting. It's really the fun part. The most fun part about it is you're just having pounds and pounds of tobacco from all over the world, and you get. I usually do it with friends who enjoy cigars, and we'll just sit down and we'll just leaf by single leaf smell the aroma, get the burn it up, taste it a little bit, and bring it all together, and you can just create something out of really nothing. And that's kind of where this took. This really all started. I had a friend who owns a shop close to here. The cigar. Shout out to the Cigar Vault in Bessemer, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, you know them? I mean, their selection is unbelievable. His knowledge of the industry is profound for how young he is, and I considered him an asset when I started blending the cigar because he gets things out of tobacco that I don't think I'll ever get. Like I'll get the main staples, you know, I'll get the pepper, I'll get the salt, I'll get some coffee in there and stuff, but he really gets all the that's him.
I don't get all those extra like cardamom and all those. I don't get a lot of that because I don't know. I don't go that. I look, but I don't look that. I guess that deep into them when I'm smoking them.
Right.
Like I know what I'm looking for. Like you, like the big notes, like the coffee, the espresso, the chocolate, the pepper. Like I know kind of what I'm looking for, but I don't go as deep into it as that.
Yeah, there's a thing I do every Wednesday. It's still very consumer based for me. It's like once you have your own brand, people automatically think, well, that's all you smoke, and I don't like that. It's there's so much more out there to enjoy other than your stuff, and there's this club I take part in every week. We meet every Wednesday on a Zoom. They're from all over the country, and we smoke the same cigar. We don't know what we're smoking until the end, and we all talk about where we think the tobacco's from, the flavor notes all from it, and you really get to learn. You really get to hone.
There was a club like that too that somebody asked that I was going to join a while ago. I think it was like the 724 or something like that.
420.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the club I take part in.
Yeah. I looked into that a while ago. I never joined, but it definitely was something like you said that piqued my interest because you don't know what you're smoking.
You don't know what you're smoking, and what's great about it is it's so very educational because you're really it really helps me become more knowledgeable, because anyone who says they know everything about this industry, about what goes into it and everything is either a savant or they're lying out of their ass, because you can never know everything. And this club really helps you not only smoke stuff that you would never get your hands on, that you would never even think about smoking, that you never knew existed.
Right.
And you then are able to smoke that. And there's a lot of people, they're very knowledgeable themselves that are in this club. It's not just like your run of the mill everyday smoker. Those people aren't in this club. You have, I don't know if you ever heard of Boston Jimmy.
Yep.
Stogie Press. He's in this club as well. And we really just piggyback off each other and teach each other new things every week. But it's very mellow at the same point, because it's not something that we record. Thank God, because there's things we say in there that I swear to God that if it ever got out, I don't think I'd be a company anymore. But it's a fun thing to do, and it's weekly. And what's great about it, usually after the first hour, once you know what you're smoking, the maker of the cigar will come on, and then you're able to pick his brain a little bit, and you get to learn more about the industry and less about the cigar. So if you were ever like really thinking about it again, I would really recommend that you would hop on there for a month or two to really take it all in. You'd be surprised.
Let's get back to Joey's cigar that he's smoking. That's the El Gato.
This is the box press one. Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna shift questions a little bit, because when I reached out to you and I kind of told you what this podcast was about, you know, you had said that you were both not only a cigar maker and cigar aficionado or whatever it is, but you're also a wrestling fan as well.
Oh yeah. I always have been. Started young, obviously, but I had a best friend who has passed away in the last few years. He really got into it with me. I was able to meet some people within the industry as well. That was they were the main set director for the WWE.
Okay.
And he goes, "Hey man, whenever there's a show, whenever there's anything around or not around you, and you're there and you want tickets, reach out. I'll get them for you." So there was multiple WrestleManias I was able to go to and stuff.
That's awesome.
Got to meet some wrestlers and stuff like that. Was really into it. I was really into it, like 18, 19. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And there was a local promotion out of Youngstown, and I reached out and I was like, "Hey, you know, I think I might be interested in doing this." I was a lot leaner, a little bit more muscular. I'm 6'7", 350 pounds.
Holy shit!
So I'm, not what I am.
And
you know, 6'7".
I'm 6'5" though.
So the guy was like, "Hey, yo, definitely, you got the look. You know, let's take it from there. You know." So I was really considering. I was like, man, professional wrestler. That's like every fan's dream, right?
Yeah.
You know. And we were talking, and he started talking about character. He started talking about, you know, what I would be, and he'd be like, "Oh, you'd be that guy that no one can take down. You're unstoppable. There's chairs and tables are the only thing taking you out." I'm like, "Oh, that's I don't. That doesn't sound too fun, but all right, yeah, that's all right.
Sounds good. Let's do it."
So I was like, he invited me to one of his shows, and I remember going to it, and what I thought and what was were two very different things.
Correct.
And I felt the ring, and I said, "That's not."
It almost sounds like this.
Not as soft as I thought it would be.
It's literally just solid and stiff.
And I said, all right, ropes. I always like the ropes. I was like, wow, these things are actually fucking rope. I thought they just look like giant rubber bands on TV. I didn't, and I like kind of pressed up against them. I was like, hey, that kind of fucking hurts. And I did nothing. I did no bumps. I had literal no training or anything like that. And watching the show and then just seeing and feeling a couple things, I said, this ain't for me. I already know I ain't tough. I already know I'm not tough enough to be doing this. So that the dream and then reality hit at the same time, and I said, this ain't gonna happen.
Well, the funny thing is, I took Joey to a couple of shows with me when I was wrestling, and then
I went to a lot.
And then he went to a couple of shows with me. After that, we went up to my buddy's show in New England,
which we were working for as commentators at the
time. And my buddies were there, and they were like, "Joe, take a bump." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Joe, take a bump." He goes down, he hits himself, and I said, "No, Joe, take a bump." He goes,
"Well, no." So I did. I took the first one really good. I took the first one and I did it perfectly. They said there was no better way to do it. I went to do the second one, and I just, for some reason, as I went back, I watched my feet come up, and I moved my head like this.
Smacked his head.
Yeah.
And
it went like a freaking basketball, bang bang, and I was like, "Oh wow!" I was like, "I'm done."
So
I was like, "I'm done," and then here we are. What? 5-6 years later.
So if you didn't know, I used to wrestle.
I actually do it now.
I've wrestled all over the world. I've wrestled for WWE. I wrestled for NWA. I wrestled for TNA. I wrestled for everybody, but not to blow my skirt up because I'm wearing shorts. So he's been all over the world with me. Not all over the world, all over the country, and we got a phone call about 5-6 years ago from my buddy, and he goes, "I want you to come out and wrestle." I was like, "Okay." He goes, "The only thing is I want you to bring Joey." I said, "For what?" He goes, "We're going to do a tag team." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Because that's the only way you're getting back in the ring." I said, "Bro, I'm retired." He goes, "No, you're not." I said, "I'm retired." He goes, "Yeah, I'm retired too." He said, "Can't you see I'm at work?" I said, "That's nice that you're at work." I said, "But I'm retired. I'm done. I'm finished with wrestling." And 3 months later, I was out in Jersey City.
No, not Jersey City. We were out in the Jersey Shore.
Out in the Jersey Shore.
In the middle of October, and it was cold.
But we had a hotel room.
We were in Bayville, New Jersey. It was cold.
Had a hotel room.
But I got smart, and I called the guy that we stayed with in the summertime to see if he had a room in Seaside, and he goes, "Yeah, I have one." I said, "Cool. Hold it for me." I said, "I'm coming down." He goes, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "I'll be down on," I think I called him a week or two in advance. He goes, "Call me on Wednesday." I called him. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I still got your room." He goes, "You got your room that you rent in the summer, room 1. I said, "Cool." I said, "I'll be there Friday morning or Saturday morning at like 7 a.m. I pulled up, and, it's funny because I never really got nervous around certain things, but that day, from the time I got up until the time I got back to the hotel that night, I had nerves the entire time. I was doing things to keep myself occupied. Mind you, I hadn't smoked for like a week at this point because I wasn't sure how it was going to affect my, the wrestling and everything. So I'm like, I'm not smoking for a week. I stopped smoking. I was like, I'm going to stop just for a week, just until this is over. Because in my head, I'm like, if I'm going to go out there, I want to be, as top notch as I think I can be. Man, that was the worst goddamn mistake of my life. Because my freaking nerves were like this. I was walking around my hotel room. I'm like, oh wow, I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I just walked around the hotel room, walked up the block, walked around because I didn't know what to do because I was nervous because it was the first time I got in the ring on that aspect. And then that night, everything was okay until it came time to really get down to, okay, it's your turn to go now. Like I sat and I looked at the because they put the card up in the back, and I looked and I went, that's not us. Okay, good. I'm like, cool. We're gonna be after intermission. I start running down. We were like the fourth match. I'm like, oh damn it. I'm like, here because I'm looking at the times too, and I'm seeing like 7 minutes,
and that's
8
when
minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and I'm like,
that's when
like,
what's his name showed up.
Time.
That's when Allen showed up.
I was like, it's gonna be a long time. It's not gonna be that long until our match, and then sure enough.
That's when Allen showed up.
Yeah, so another friend of ours was actually up in the city.
Allen.
He owns his own cigar company as well. He was up in the city, and I think he was in Queens, and he drove from Queens all the way to Bayville to come see us that night. And I mean, dude, like we had, minus the little bit of issue we had at the end of the match, which is here nor there, like we had the perfect unit company, and I want to call it old school, like ECW style brawl from the Elks Lodge. I mean, like we were bouncing heads off of bars and walls and chairs and ring aprons and everything else. And it was a blast. I mean, definitely hurt taking that bump on the floor, but
So on that note, Gato, we appreciate you coming on, my brother.
You, sir.
We have to do our giveaway. If you want to sit down in the bottom and we'll talk some more, we can. Sure. If not, I understand you got to go with your daughter. My daughter just got home, so I understand that. And if not,
definitely
we'll hit you up again, brother.
On for sure.
Man, thanks for having me, guys. It was a good time. I haven't been on one of these in a while. Definitely enjoy them.
Well, listen, if you want to come back on next time. You want to come back on, we can talk wrestling. We can very well do that too. Don't worry.
All right. Sounds good.
Let me know, and we'll bring you back on, and we'll talk more wrestling and cigars and, dive deep into both of them.
All right. Sounds great.
Have a great day, my brother.
See you guys later.
Thank you.
All right. So now, guys, let's take a really, really quick commercial break. And when we come back, it's going to be time for our giveaway.
Let's do it.
Where is our commercial that we filmed? There it is.
Yo, so I keep telling y'all, the boss knows every motherfucking body. Keep telling y'all that. So guess who showed up at the hotel here in Connecticut? And y'all not going to believe this shit. Joe, they ready for this shit, Joe?
I don't know. Are they?
Y'all not going to believe this shit, but I'm going to show y'all who showed up. This is the CEO and founder of NESS.
And one half of the
my man.
Sports Show.
Go ahead, man.
What's going on, fellows out there? Glad to be here with my favorite wrestling podcast. I love these guys. They're unique. They're funny. And I'll tell you, they know a lot about wrestling. You got to go to the Roku channel. Yeah, all you got to do, channel search on Roku TV, channel search National Streaming Sports, and you'll get their show.
So, Mac, let me ask you this. So, they can't find it. It's like the Pat McAfee show. Once ESPN take that shit off for the hour, it's done.
That's right. That's right.
So if you're not going to watch from 11 to 12:30, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's like being a barn. Wait, it's like being a barn smoker. If you ain't got your fucking ticket, you ain't getting in.
I know what to tell you.
Go ahead.
Go to the Turnbuckles and Stogies podcast YouTube page, and you can watch all of our back episodes from episode 5 and on.
But
the originals are on the MB Radio YouTube page.
Let me tell you something else. Go where people know. 12,430 followers.
Whoa!
On the Roku channel.
Whoa!
1,600 views a day.
I feel like Elizabeth.
I'm telling you.
Elizabeth, fat side foot Elizabeth. Elizabeth, I'm coming, Elizabeth.
I mean, you don't get any better than that.
Sports all day, every day, to include my favorite wrestling podcast.
Well, and there you have it, guys. Our producer from Connecticut, Mr. Mac Attack himself. And God bless us. Yo, we'll see y'all. We took a Sunday off. So we'll see y'all next week. Have a good day, guys. All right. Yo, what is up? What is up? Yo, this is your favorite podcast, Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. Happy Sunday, happy fun day. Yo, I am Turnbuckles and Stogies. He is Vanilla Gorilla. I am the big dog, and we are Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod.
Now, this is our giveaway. And this is how we will be doing this.
And then we'll start our new one this week.
So I have the Instagram picker up from everybody who commented and shared. This is what it's for, the Cigar Bro 3-in-1 lighter. So to the winner, you will send us your information. I'll tag them on Instagram. You send us your information, and I will send it over to the Cigar Bro to have him ship you your lighter. So
let's go to Cigar Bro.
No, he's not here.
Oh, let's go to
what? What? So there's 26 participants, as you see. Just refresh it. Okay. Confirm. So you guys can see this too.
7, 6.
I don't know if that.
5,
I'm not sure how this works.
4,
so this may not be the
3,
winner. This isn't going to be the winner. I don't
1.
think. I could be wrong. So there's your winner.
JC Cigars.
So there's your winner right there.
Now make sure you share that out.
I'm actually going to take a picture of it now.
Share that out.
Yep. So there's your winner, everybody. There's your winner right there.
Jay-Z, make sure you hit one of us up, me or Joey.
Well, you can actually just DM the
Turnbuckles and
Stogies page. I believe I have to see. This will be up. This will be tagged for everybody to watch as well. I'll make sure to tag you in the post on Instagram because I have the picture. So we want to thank everybody who entered our giveaway. It's the first of many. I know we've been talking about it and telling you guys we're going to do it. Well, we have been afforded the opportunity by the great people over at Cigar Bro to do the giveaway and collaborate with us. So that is going to be the show for today, guys. We will see you again next week where we will be live with Tribal Trilogy Cigars. He'll be live with us on the show, and he'll be hanging out with us. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who entered our giveaway. I'll make sure to tag you and send us your information. And if not, we'll figure it out, and maybe I'll pick somebody else. I don't know. We'll see. So
peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Thank you.
Life is like a duck. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Here at Military Broadcast Radio, we're teaming up with our friends at Die Tired, the veteran-friendly music band spreading strength, resilience, and mental health awareness, one shirt at a time.
And check this out. Their brand new shirts feature broadcast beaker right on the breast pocket. A reminder that you can weather the storm, and you're never alone.
Shirts are only $25, and proceeds support giving veterans a voice. MBR's mission to teach veterans how to podcast and videocast. Because when our vets are talking, they're not overthinking. They're not second-guessing. Together, we stop the 22 stigma. Grab your shirt today at mbradio.us and hit the shop. Or go directly to toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband. That's toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband.
Suit up, stand strong.
Remember, we're unduckable together.
You're built tougher than the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.